through November 2023.
Yeah, we just
don't
know.
worry about it. It's only $62 million worth of stuff. Why would you even pay attention to that? I don't even know why they're bringing this up. Come on. Silly. Pentagon's Inspector General has identified previous problems with keeping track of U.S.-provided weapons to Ukraine.
Yeah, they've had problems with keeping track of weapons here in the United States of America as well.
They have. An investigation, the results of which were released in January, found that U.S. defense and diplomatic officials had improperly tracked more than $1 billion in weapons aid, representing roughly 69% of the $1.6 billion in assistance that had been designated for end-use tracking. Okay. So we've got a report from Ukrainian television.
Yeah, this has been making the rounds.
This should make you pretty happy. This is interesting.
Enraged, but then, as Jeffy was alluding to, after we play this news report, we'll have the rest of the story. Watch this.
Thanks to everyone who supports ordinary Ukrainians. But today, we, all Ukrainian journalists, would like to ask you for your attention, not your money. Do you know why MSC, a leading container shipping company, doesn't do business in Ukraine? Why Ukrainians don't want to fight? Because your aid doesn't reach ordinary people. The Ukrainian politicians use war to steal it.
What?
Just look at cars with Ukrainian number plates in Monaco.
Wow. Oh, good. Jeez.
I mean, they're just probably used.
Probably used. Yeah. Jeffy's
Ferraris, Mercedes.
Pick those up on the used car lot every day.
Oh, a Bentley. Those are cheap.
Remember, you're going to work today to pay for these cars that you don't get to drive. Under threat of force, you are taxed.
And
Looks
this
like
is
South
Ukraine.
Lake, Texas.
People
That sure
fight over a pair of sneakers in a thrift shop.
Look at that, look at that. People are fighting
That's
over
not a
sneakers
joke
there.
either.
No, I know.
In Ukraine, they can't even afford shoes.
Jeez. Wow.
There you go. Throw the kid in there. I love that's a good play.
So the plebes fight over shoes.
Meanwhile, they're driving luxury vehicles. Ukrainian officials in Monaco. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Alongside my colleagues from Radio Svoboda, Nashi Groshi, Scheme, and other media, I'm doing my best to help the ordinary people of Ukraine. But fighting this corrupt system is an uphill battle. This week, the U.S. announced another $150 million aid package to Ukraine. Does it sound like a lot to you? For the Ukrainian government, it doesn't. We'd like to tell you about several corruption scandals that prove embezzlement of $60 billion.
Oh my gosh.
$60 billion, which is equal to the most recent large aid package. Want to know more?
Yeah.
So, $5.5 billion oligarch Kolomoisky has stolen. The co-founder of a Ukrainian state-run bank was a longtime partner and friend of Mr. Zelensky. He's under U.S. sanctions now and is currently in prison. According to the Panama Papers report, $41 million of this money was transferred to Mr. Zelensky's accounts. So why is there no investigation into Mr. Zelensky's theft of Ukrainian people's money? $1 billion the Minister of Defense Reznikov has stolen. He moved this money to rogue firms on the first day of the war. We published more than one investigation on the topic, but he's still walking the streets.
And here they were stealing billions, and that's okay. During the war, while people are dying, and that's what tears me apart.
Is this a lot? Timber trade alone by the Ukrainian forests companies should annually bring $22 billion to the nation's budget. But OSINT reports indicate that this money goes to the pockets of Ukrainian officials. It's $50 billion over the course of the war with Russia. Even the head of a small village office was found to keep $4 million at home.
Pause it for a sec. Keep in mind, this is from Ukrainian television?
Yeah,
Radio
I
TV,
don't know where she
said her radio
based out of, because she actually is, I don't know if it was her Twitter profile or on this tweet where she talks about being sanctioned by Zelensky. So I don't know specifically what
I'll bet.
her...
Well, how many times have we said how corrupt the Ukrainian government is? And everybody knew it. I mean, they've been corrupt for decades. And so this is not a surprise, but we've been saying it and yelling about it and cautioning on spending this kind of money with Ukraine
From
where
the
you
beginning.
don't know what is happening to this money. And now here they are confirming everything we've said again.
And we're to believe that our officials who are so hell-bent on Ukraine being treated like, I guess, they're part of the United States, isn't getting a kick from this? Stop it.
So just so you know, this individual, this reporter lady, Diana Panchenko, on her Twitter profile, well, I guess her pinned tweet here actually says, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm a TV host and journalist of the year in Ukraine. I used to be among Ukraine's top 10 most influential women. Zelensky calls me his personal enemy. He imposed sanctions against me and against the Constitution.
Well, yeah, because you don't want her telling on him.
Right.
I mean, she goes on. He tries to confiscate my property, strip me of any rights in my home country, and launch 2 criminal trials. So her saying in her home country, she may be outside of the country reporting on what's going on there now.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's located.
Let's see the rest of this.
Office was found to keep $4 million at home. And there are more stories like that. But the main cash flow goes to the corridors of power. $1.1 billion the Kyiv Tax Department employee poached. Radio Svoboda reports she's under charges of unlawful enrichment. $32 million the head of the Zaporozhye administration snitched from the fortification construction budget, 360 News reports. $500 million is the amount of funds proven to be stolen from the construction of fortifications, according to the head of the investigative committee, Mikhail Bondar. The SBU general who accused me of treason for a call for peace on Telegram has been detained in Serbia with over $20 million worth of cash, jewels, and crypto assets. $40 million the head of the big building national program has stolen, the National Anti-Corruption Office NABU reports. The program is under supervision of Zelensky's office. Ekonomicheskaya Pravda states that the Minister of Agricultural Policy profited from illicit land contracts to the tune of $12 million. $21 million the head of the tax service, Roman Nasirov, received as a bribe. This is the official information from the National Anti-Corruption Office. $52 million Rada member Yaroslav Dubinevich stole in gas supply contracts, Radio Svoboda reports. He's now on the wanted list. Minister of Infrastructure and the head of the Ukraine Restoration Foundation got kickbacks of $50,000 in bitcoins, $150,000 and $12 million in cash, and that's only the proven instances. How do you like it?
Not.
And that's
Not
just a
very well.
drop in the ocean. These are the cases with evidence we talk about time after time. By we, I mean honest journalists. We have a plethora of investigations on the topic, but they unleash hell on us. Meanwhile, their bosses steal. Here on X, Jason J. Smart attacks anyone who highlights the sins of the Ukrainian government. A journalist from the only TV channel in Ukraine at the moment buys a $500,000 property with a monthly salary of $700. The Ukrainian government has seized the monopoly on information and paid for defenders. And these defenders are, in fact, their partners in crime who live off stolen money. It's politicians, it's volunteers. They rob us, they threaten us with criminal proceedings, they do what they can to silence us. On behalf of Ukrainian journalists, I'm asking those who allocate funds for Ukraine, stop them. They're stealing your money. Ordinary Ukrainians die on the front lines, die in poverty, while they're grafting the U.S. taxpayers' money.
Jeez.
Let's stop this theft together.
Let's do. Yeah, thank you.
So we will retweet that out at Pat Unleashed if you want to take a closer look at that.
Wow, that is crazy.
Sure is.
And it doesn't tell the full story because apparently Zelensky's wife, Volodymyr Zelensky's wife, is driving a Bugatti.
Yeah, so Jeffy alluded to is like, hey, are you sure that's a real thing? Yeah. You know, I've seen rumors everywhere.
I saw the reports about it, and I thought, okay.
Right. And that's where it was typically, the rumors and all that good stuff. Well, I have here from MSN News. So this says a receipt of the purchase of the newest Bugatti Tourbillon, I don't know, said to be for Alina Zelensky, the wife of Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, has fueled the internet. Bugatti has recently uncovered its latest blah, 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 blah. French journalists received a copy of the receipt of the car purchase made by Zelensky's wife.
Is this the new $4 million or $10 million?
$4.8 million.
$4.8 million.
So, no, I'm sorry. She spent $4.8 million, But yes, I think the asking price is $4 million. She didn't get MSRP. What is? So anyway, she added $500,000 in options. This is according to this receipt that is circulating and now being reported by MSN.
Gosh. This is where our money's going.
This is exactly where our money is going.
Yep.
And it's grotesque. And
what's she supposed to do? Drive around in a pickup truck?
It's criminal. What's wrong with a pickup?
And it's immoral. Yes, she's supposed to drive. Yes. Or a, I don't know, VW Bug.
Is any of this surprising, though? Are we surprised at all?
No. I mean, it's just...
Well, I'm surprised they're that blatant that she would drive around a Bugatti. When
remember, this reporter just was referring to the stuff that they can prove.
Right.
She wasn't even talking about the rumors and all this good stuff.
Yeah.
She's saying this is the stuff that we've investigated, that we have the proof of. Can you imagine? So congratulations. We're all going to work today. We're being taxed under threat of force, and this money is being funneled to these oligarchs that we've been telling you about for 2 years now, and then probably back to the DNC as well.
And she said $60 billion has been stolen. $60 billion. That is the equivalent of the entire bill they just passed to go to them.